Okay, what is going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here right now, watching this video. I'd really appreciate you for your time, and I'd really appreciate if you do consider subscribing for more content like this, because it truly does help me out a lot. Now, something serious is going on with Ryan Garcia, man. You know, I've seen during his press conferences with Devin, Haney and whatnot, and he's been acting really off. He's been twitching. His face has been twitching like crazy. He's always on his phone. He's always trying to fight Sean O'Malley, which is a UFC champion at the current moment, right? He's trying to fight him, and he's not even worried about Devin Haney, man. It looks like, if anything, it just looks like he's trying his best to pull out of the fight, find any reason to pull out of this fight. You know what I mean? And Devin Haney even knows that. But the hype for this fight is actually crazy at the end of the day, man. And people are anticipated for this fight. You know, it's a good fight. People want to see it, but Ryan Garcia is off, man. It's not looking good. And ever since, man, when I remember when he was fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, he was in very good spirits. He looked healthier than he's ever been, you know what I mean? Good spirits, everything was good until he lost, bro. And that's when everything shifted. You know, he really wanted to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. It's tough, man. But after that, it just seems like it just went downhill. He's been admitting to smoking and drinking. Bro has a new girlfriend. Like, it's not looking good, man. But let's just play the video, and I'll have the original video down in the description if you guys do want to check it out. So without further ado, let's play the video, man.
Seen him do any interviews since the last fight, and many noticed a sudden change in his speech and demeanor.
I brought the energy to the gym. When I come in the gym, everybody's having a great time, and we're all working hard. I'm like a brother. I'm brotherhood.
The initial noticeable change was the physical transformation in his face, as he appeared more bloated and puffy. While this could be attributed to weight gain.
Yeah, that is attributed to weight gain at the end of the day, man. Some people, it's not even about a puffy face at the end of the day. People just are born with a puffy face, but at the end of the day, if they get to a low body fat percentage, it doesn't make it look like they actually have a puffy face, you know what I mean? But once they start getting up there in weight, it's a clear visual that they have a puffier face, you know? It's all due to body fat percentage, you know what I mean? But drugs has nothing to do with it, you know what I mean? But let's keep going.
It could also signal alcohol abuse, as excessive drinking often leads to water retention around the face. If we take a look at his older interviews, he typically appeared relaxed and thoughtful in his speech. However, in this one, he seemed visibly uneasy throughout the conversation, frequently diverting from the topic and interrupting Patrick by picking up his phone mid-question.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, they might actually be right. Ryan Garcia could actually be on some kind of heavy drug other than weed and drinking. Like, if you know, you know. But like, bro, this isn't looking good. And like, bro, weed and drinking doesn't make you act like this, bro. Like, something else is going on. But let's keep going.
Or cutting him off mid-sentence. Another noticeable change was his tone of voice, which shifted from somewhat high-pitched.
Like, I wasn't afraid of the moment because I knew that's in me, and it's always going to be in me.
To sounding as if he had been smoking and drinking heavily over a long period of time.
But the shoulder roll is a beautiful thing, and Mayweather is so super good at it.
Viewers also observed his lack of awareness regarding constant chewing into the mic, which seemed unusual given his status as a top professional boxer. While one might argue this behavior was showcased on a single podcast, a month later, he displayed similar conduct on the Helwani show. According to comments, it seemed that people anticipated he would say random things and were primarily there to laugh at him, which was quite obvious from comments such as, Ariel trying to have a discussion with a high teenager, I am a fan of this new coked up Ryan, and after seeing this interview, Ryan is slowly turning into Kanye levels of delusion. Many have speculated whether he is under the influence of alcohol or heavier drugs. Despite admitting multiple times to enjoying smoking weed and having a drink occasionally, he has never mentioned taking heavier substances. However, Based on his behavior and facial expressions, one could argue that something else is at play. Comparing his appearance on the Impulsive and Bradley Martin show just 10 months earlier, none of these signs were present. His face didn't appear bloated, and he looked noticeably younger. Additionally, his tone of voice and mannerisms resembled those of a professional athlete. In addition to accusations of drinking and drug use, another issue has surfaced regarding Ryan's gambling addiction. Recently, popular influencer Bryce Hall publicly accused him of being deeply entrenched in gambling debts and being exploited as a fish in high-stakes games.
But I know about the poker games that he's losing millions of dollars at because I've played at some of those games and they tell me how much of a fucking fish he is. Basically, he just throws money. He's like an idiot.
So hey, I will verify that by Bryce. I've got a lot of buddies at the top level of the poker games that run through Cali and Vegas, and he's definitely a
I'm not gonna lie, this isn't looking good, man. I remember at one point, right, Ryan Garcia would say he was saved from depression, gambling. He used to be a very low point in his life, you know what I mean? And before the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, and now it just looks like he's drowning right back into that whole thing, you know what I mean? And it's honestly sad to witness, man. Like, you can clearly see he needs help, man. He needs some kind of help. He feels like the weight is on his shoulders, you know what I mean? The weight of the whole world, you know? People expect a lot from him, you know? He was undefeated before he even lost to Gervonta Tank Davis, and pretty sure his dream was to pretty much win that fight, but things don't always go as planned. But man, this is sad, man. But you could tell, bro, like, you don't just gamble for fun. You gamble just because it's an addiction, bro. You have addictions to deal with. But let's keep going.
fucking fish that loses a lot of money at the poker tables.
It's really weird how he took a 2-year hiatus from boxing and then now randomly he's like, oh, I won all these money fights. Oh, yeah. Because he's losing all of his money at these poker tables.
This accusation might not be unfounded, as he often discusses his anticipated earnings from upcoming fights rather than focusing on winning in the ring. While many MMA fighters transition to boxing to leverage their UFC fame for higher earnings, Garcia aims to enter MMA and challenge the bantamweight champion, who primarily specializes in striking.
I'll beat his ass in MMA, guaranteed.
In MMA?
Yeah, I'm a natural. You don't understand. I'm a natural wrestler. I just beat my security that's a wrestler. I beat him.
Bro, I see why, bro. I see it now. He's so desperate to fight Sean O'Malley, not only because he's champion, but he's a striker. He's like a boxer, you know what I mean? He doesn't really wrestle or anything. He doesn't take anything to the ground. It's just like 90% chance of you just getting punched in the face by Sean O'Malley. So, you know, Ryan Garcia wants to fight him, and not only that, he's asking Dana White for that check. He's asking Dana White for a lot of money on top of it. So I see why he's so desperate for this fight, man. But it's crazy, man. Like, bro, man, you need help, bro. Like, someone get Ryan Garcia help, man. Seriously.
I know I'm gonna knock him out in boxing. That's not even fair. What is fair is to test myself in MMA, because I know if I put my mind to it and I trained every day and I had Nate helping me, even Alex Pereira, all of them, and I really locked in, he will not beat me. I've already got people that are connected to Dana to ask him, let's do this. I'll come to UFC, pay me a bag, I'm there.
Some argue this is overly ambitious on Ryan's part, considering MMA strikers bring a diverse skill set beyond boxing. O'Malley responded with a humorous skit alongside his coach, mocking Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya.
Ryan, we need money. We're in debt from betting, brother.
Oscar, I think I could fuck Sugar Sean up, honestly.
You could fight MMA. You could beat whoever you want. You could beat John Jones.
I seriously think I could wrestle.
Wrestle your security guard. Show him. Prove him. You're an athlete. You're a natural. You can do whatever, brother. Let's get it on. Hold on.
But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, so let's just skip to his speech.
Of drug and alcohol abuse.
And just to be really direct.
What the fuck happens to your voice?
So at the end of the day, I've been screaming for these promos, but I'm not even gonna react. At the end of the day, you know, I want to clarify some
Stop
things.
the coke, nigga. It's fucking up your voice.
I want to clarify some things. I want to clarify some things. I don't do cocaine. I would do a live drug test.
What do you do?
I would do a
What do you
live
do?
drug test.
What do you do?
I drink and I smoke weed, and so has the majority of this room. I'm real. I'm like this. I do drink. I do smoke. Now what?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It looks like he does a lot more than drinking and smoking. The way he's never twitched his face like that ever, bro. Like, something is seriously wrong, man. I don't know what is going on, but it couldn't even be like coke, right? It could be like, you know, some other stuff, you know what I mean? But it's definitely not due to smoking and drinking, bro. Like, it doesn't make you act like that. But without further ado, gonna end the video here. Like I said, original video will be down in the description because I can't react to all this. It's way too long. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Ryan Garcia needs help, man. But yeah, peace out.